Okay. Beat him. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that, man, 5 in a row. Boss, K-Po, talk boxing. Your boy got content for days. Buckle up. Disclaimer. If you are butt booty warrior, you're sensitive, don't watch the video. Cut it off. Let's get to the meat potatoes of the situation. Terence Crawford was interviewed by his best friend, Sean Porter, right? Sean Porter, man, Sean Porter, he be doing, I don't know about Sean Porter, man. You know what I mean? He weird to me, bro. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say. I don't really speak about men too much, you know, like, as far as, like, outside of boxing, like, but he just weird. Anyway, Terence Crawford was on there. He's been interviewed. And Terence Crawford is trying to push this narrative that Canelo Álvarez is ducking him, right? He basically told, you know, said to, you know, Sean Porter along the lines like, hey, if I'm easy work, then take the money and take the fight. You know, you ducking, you asked for $200 million to fight David Benavidez, and you asked for $150 to fight me. He's trying to throw himself in that realm with David Benavidez. Canelo Álvarez is not ducking Terence Crawford in the discussion. I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore. It's not a discussion. But Canelo is ducking David Benavidez. We gotta throw that out there, right? He is. You know, David Benavidez has earned his opportunity to fight Canelo. Canelo refuses to get in the ring with that grown man. So, you know, he is ducking David Benavidez. But Terence Crawford has done nothing to earn a shot with Canelo Álvarez other than him just trying to speak it into existence and align himself with the people that got the pockets that can buy Canelo. See, Canelo is looking at the situation how I'm looking at it. You can't buy me, bro. Turkey Al-Sheikh is making these boys dance when he say dance. Turkey Al-Sheikh is making these boys jump when they say jump. Okay? These boys selling their soul for $1. I can't get with it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it 1,000. And I don't agree with Canelo on everything, but I agree with Canelo on this one. You know, if you're gonna do business with me, you gotta do it the right way. I'm not finna jump when you say jump. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it is. Canelo is standing on his 10. Terence Crawford is turned to a good old boy for Turkey Al-Sheikh. He jumping when Turkey Al-Sheikh say jump. He doing all this stuff for Turkey Al-Sheikh because he got Turkey Al-Sheikh, you know what I mean? And Turkey Al-Sheikh is coming over here and he throwing money around. So he wanted all these boys to obey him and bow down to him. I get it if Turkey Al-Sheikh was being humble about it, but he ain't being humble. He talking too. You know what I mean? He talking trash. He doing whatever. Even at the shows, he want people to bow to him and all that. Hell no. Nigga, the only person I bow to is God. So, but they gonna need to take that stuff back over there. That's all I'm gonna say. We keeping it 1,000. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was wrong. I'm sorry, Lord. Forgive me, please. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, keep it 1,000, bro. I'm cooking with hot grease right now. Terence Crawford need to take that energy and go fight Boots. Nobody's asking, right? I won't say nobody. That's ignorant. I'm gonna say there isn't a high demand for Terence Crawford versus Canelo Álvarez. A lot of people are not asking or requesting for that fight, but I know a lot of people that ask for Terence Crawford versus Jambu Ennis, but Jambu Ennis, right, is not on Terence Crawford's radar. Because Terence Crawford keeps dismissing Jambu Ennis. He keep, you know, he got a lot he got to learn. There's a demand for that fight. People want to see that. There's no other fight that he could fight. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I get it. Some people say, oh, you know, Crawford said he can't go to 47. That's fine. Boots said he's willing to go to 54. Nah, Boots' dad, Bozy, said, hey, we worried about the belts at 47. But I'm pretty sure if Boots tell his daddy, look, bro, I want to fight Crawford, we going to fight at 54. Or even if they fight at a catchweight, it is what it is. See, I think Crawford is concerned with his legacy. Oh, You see how I spin that back on him? I put that Uno reverse on him. See, Crawford said to Canelo don't want to fight him because he's worried about his legacy. I think Terence Crawford is worried about his legacy. I think Terence Crawford is looking at Boots as a fighter that potentially could beat him. So he don't want to fight that nigga. And I don't want to hear no bubbles. Well, you're on the Boots train. You're just mad because Errol Spence lost. Man, we don't even entertain that foolishness, bro. You're mad because Errol Spence lost. I see many YouTube creators, they explaining themselves off of that. Oh, the reason why. I ain't explaining nothing. I already said what I need to say. People who really follow my channel know the real about that situation, that particular fight. So I don't need to explain nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So you can say that how you want to. If you want to believe that, cool. Believe that for yourself. But we're going to speak to the facts. The facts of the matter is this. That boy Crawford is concerned about his legacy when it comes to Jambu Sinis. Because you fighting a dude that hit harder than you. You gonna fight a dude that can switch like you switch. Probably do it better than you. Pause, no diddy. You fight a dude that's probably more athletic than you, more skilled, and younger than you. Probably got a beard, chin, better than yours. Potentially, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fight that we're requesting. It's a fight that we all want. You know what I'm saying? Each time I talk boxing with some people or you know, at work or whatever, they bringing up Terence Crawford versus Boots. That's what they want to see Terence with. Boots. They don't want to see Terence with nobody else, with Canelo. They don't. Bro, that's a built-in excuse already. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford tried. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. There's no need for him to fight Canelo, bro. It's no point. He can keep talking about it all he wants to. See, they threw that in the atmosphere after he beat Errol. Right? After he beat Errol, it was like he feel like he's Superman. He like, oh, I could go beat Canelo. Oh, shit. Yeah, all right. You know? And he made a point, well, how come when Errol was finna fight, you know, he was willing to fight, Canelo was willing to fight Errol, but when it come to me, he not willing to fight you. Because you too little. That's the reason why, bro. You little. He don't want, he looking at you like, look what weight class you came from. You was fighting at 135. You started off at 135 and built your way up. Now you're at 154. You finna be 37 years old. Errol Spence started above 147 and came back down to 147. Errol Spence has fought over 147 before, early in his career. I think his first fight was over 147. So that's why he was willing. He know Errol Spence is a big fighter. He know Errol Spence is willing to fight, and it's going to be an entertaining fight. He already know with you going to try to box and, you know. But your chin ain't set up like that. That's what it is. You know? He know what your motivation is. You see, when Errol want to fight Canelo, and Canelo know Errol want to fight. Like, Errol really want to fight. Errol believe he can win. Bud wants a payday. Look at the things he was saying. I deserve this fight. I paid my dues in the sport of boxing. I deserve this fight. Canelo know that. That's why he like, I'm not fighting you. You want to fight for a different reason. You don't want to fight because you want to entertain the fans. You don't want to fight because you genuinely think you could beat me. You want to fight because you want to get paid. Errol wanted to fight because he think he can beat Canelo. You ask Errol Spence right now, although he lost to Crawford, he gonna tell you, I think I can beat Crawford in a rematch. He gonna tell you that. That's what it is. That's just real talk. If you ask that man right now, you think you can beat Crawford in a rematch? I ain't talking about no media answer where he like, yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see. No, I'm talking about if you talk to Errol Spence one-on-one, that nigga gonna tell you, I'm sorry to use that word, my apologies. That man gonna tell you, yeah. I'm telling you this. He a fighter, bro. He gonna tell you that. So these are the stuff that I talk about, man. But Crawford need to put that energy that he put in Canelo in the boots. Right? If he's sitting there talking about, oh, if I'm easy work, then get me out the way. If Boots is easy work, get him out the way. Y'all talk about him like he easy work. Y'all say he get hit too much. He a good fighter, you know, and y'all like him. And, you know, like, yeah, y'all trying to little boy cuz. Like, yeah, he a good little fighter, man. He got some skills. He got some talent, but he not ready yet. Huh? Then show us he not ready yet then. I ain't trying to hear that stuff. Show us. You know what I mean? Because truthfully, Earl could have did that to you. Earl could have been like, man, Terence, he got a belt, you know, and all it's cool, but shit, man, he ain't ready yet. Nah, Earl, you know, Earl gave Terence that opportunity. Earl didn't have to fight Terence Crawford. Earl the bigger star. Earl make more money. Earl accomplished more at 147 than Terence Crawford, right? I'm talking about at 147. I'm not talking about his entire career. I'm talking about at 147 when they were welterweights. Errol Spence accomplished more than Terence Crawford at that weight, right? Before they fought, he accomplished more than Terence Crawford. So Errol didn't have to fight him. He could have little boy cut and be like, man, shit, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, nah. He ain't doing that. He got to do more. He got to do more. He could have did that. No, Errol say, bet, man, let's fight. You know what I'm saying? And them two men came together and they made a fight happen. You know what I mean? That fight happened because both fighters was willing to agree to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm talking about? But Bud want to sit here and say, oh, Canelo Álvarez is ducking me. Basically, that's what he's saying. Canelo Álvarez is ducking me. Terence Crawford, you know, he making all these excuses. Man, I'm not trying to hear that. Uno reverse and flip that mug, and you need to go fight Boots. Y'all got the same kind of handlers almost. Eddie Hearn and Turkey Al-Sheikh look like they won, right? They look like they won. They in unison. So you talk to Eddie Hearn, you know, and Eddie Hearn talk to Turkey Al-Sheikh, make this Boots fight happen in February on 2025. Make the fight happen. Terence Crawford versus Jerry Businis. Show us he's not ready. That's all I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. I would favorite Crawford in that fight. I think that's a close fight, but I would favorite Crawford. Terence Crawford versus Jerry Businis. I think Crawford's experience will be able to get Boots. I don't see a knockout though. I see it being a close fight, just like the Madrima fight. I see it being a close fight, and then I see Terence Crawford hand getting raised. That's what I see. But we want to see you against Boots. We don't want to see you against Canelo. I don't want to see that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, do I feel like Crawford, right? Because I've said this in previous videos. Do I feel like would I like for Crawford to get that payday? Yeah. I would like for him to get that money. You know what I'm saying? I would. But that's a fight that it's not top tier on my bucket list. You know, if it happens, cool. I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be capping myself and say, man, I ain't watching that fight. I'm going to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I want any fighter to get paid. You know what I'm saying? This boxing game, you can't be in it too long. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You don't want to be in your 40s trying to fight and box and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in your mid-late 40s or early 40s trying to box. Boxing is a young man's game. You know what I'm saying? So I think Crawford, what he got to do is focus on what he can control. And what you can control and what you can do and what makes sense is Jerry Businis. The Canelo fight don't make sense. He don't have to fight you. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez versus Canelo makes sense. Terence Crawford versus Canelo don't make any sense. And I'm just being real. Right? Unbiasedly. Terence Crawford versus Canelo doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It don't. is pointless. What does he gain? And I made a video previously expressing that. What does Canelo gain from fighting Terence Crawford? What would he gain? Right? Even if, and we're going to keep it 1,000, even if Canelo and Terence Crawford fight, and let's just say Terence Crawford, they go 12 rounds and Terence Crawford lose, it helps Terence Crawford more than Canelo. Canelo, although he may win, it's going to benefit Crawford. Because then it's going to be like, oh, Crawford lost, but he went 12 with Canelo, and Canelo didn't knock him out. All the upside goes to Terence Crawford. There's no upside for Canelo in this particular fight. He don't gain anything. What does he gain? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to even say this, and I said it in my last video. Canelo Álvarez, when Errol Spence was undefeated, fighting that version of Errol Spence, he had something to gain. Because he fighting Errol Spence, who's a popular fighter. You know what I'm saying? Who brings in a lot of revenue. You know what I'm saying? Who did the dirty work. Fought top competition. You know, and who gonna fight? Who gonna put on a show? You gotta, that's something he could gain off. He could gain something off Errol Spence. I'm talking about the old era. Before he lost to Crawford. Right? We can all agree that Errol Spence's stock has taken a hit. A little bit. You know what I mean? I said a little bit. But when you look at Crawford, what does he gain? I didn't hear about Errol Spence at his fights, his handlers having to comp out tickets. Now, every promotional company comps out tickets. But at the multitude of where you comped out tickets and you still didn't sell out a soccer stadium, you know? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Errol Spence, like I say, every company, boxing, they comp out tickets, right? But they not doing a lot of tickets they comping out. They may do like, you know, a good 100. But you got these other companies, they doing, you know, more towards the 1,000 range of comping out tickets. And that's not conducive. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, I think that, you know, Terence Crawford is a heck of a fighter. But one thing I know, two things for sure. Uno, reverse that. He need to focus on boots and stop talking about Canelo. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.